Hi. In this video, we'll look at the deployment phase of a car accessibility prediction app on Google Cloud platform. If you want to get started with Google Cloud platform, then first you need to go to this URL cloud. You need to go to console.cloud.google.com. Once you go to this, if it will ask you the credentials for your email ID and password. So once you register, once you enter all your details, then you can get something like this. You'll get an interface something like this. Once you register all your once you provide all your information like email ID and password, you'll be getting this kind of platform. Now the main important thing over here is you can see over here one drop down, right? Like your free trial is waiting, activate to get $300 credit to your Google Cloud products. So what you need to do is basically this is saying that in your free trial you are having $300 credit. That means you can use that freely, but after a certain duration of time, if you're still using those services and you are not paying for it, that means you'll get charged. So for that, what we have to do, if you just dismiss it, it would be a problem when you're trying to deploy your application. You shouldn't dismiss it. You should click on activate, and then you'll be redirected to one page where you have to fill all your details over here. Okay, so once you fill in all the details and once you fill in all the details and you simply hit on continue. So you for example, I've read this. So step 2 of 3 is your phone number, and then after that they will ask you a credit card credential detail. Okay, so you fill into it. That's not a problem because they just want to check whether you are a valid user or not. That's it, nothing more than that. So just remember that if you are using free trial service, you ended up the free trial service and then you again started working on those services without knowing that your free trial period has been expired, so you will get charged heavily on it. So be careful when you are using services of Google or Amazon. So if you are using for free trial purposes, use it, and then after 1 or 2 days you just delete it. So that is more preferable. Okay, don't lag the things because sometimes it may cause some problem. So that is all about getting your Google Cloud platform set. So once your Google Cloud platform is set, the interface, as I said, will look something like this. So now over here, what we need to do is we need to hit on this and we need to create a project. Okay, create a new project. So you should give your name over here. Like you can give any name. Let me just give me some name like Flask car app. So as we are using Flask framework, and then as we are doing some car accessibility prediction, and then Flask car app, and then create. So once this gets created, you'll get notified over here that the app is getting created. So it will take some time and it will create it. Now you hit on this select project. So once you select the project, now what you need to do is a very important step. Now you go to down and then you just click on this deploy a Hello World app over here. Just click on this deploy a Hello World app. Then you will be redirected to this tutorial. Okay, so just click on no and click on backside, and then click on this try app engine. So once you click on try app engine, now you click on this Python because we are deploying a Python app, right? So just click on no and just click on start. So our app, we have to select the application on which we are doing. So as we are trying to deploy our Flask car app, so that's why I'm selecting this app which I newly created. Okay, then click on next. So once you click on next, what will happen is you'll get some kind of commands over here. Okay, we have to follow these commands. So over here you can see that open Cloud Shell by clicking this button, that is activate Cloud Shell. So over here only we are having activate Cloud Shell, so we have to open this. So once we do it, it will give us an editor of this kind as shown here. So now what we have to do is, if I just type in dir over here, so we get some kind of repositories, or we get some kind of directories which are already existing in my cloud. So these all are the things which I deployed previously. So as we are doing new deployment, so what I'll do is I'll create a new folder, mkdir new folder. Okay, new project folder, better, new project folder, right? So I am inside new project folder, and there is okay, so I have to go to, as you can see that new project folder has been created over here. So now we have to go inside this new project folder. So for that, cd, that is change directory, new project folder, just click on enter. So now you are inside that. So now if you hit dir, that means show the directories which are there inside it. There's no directory there, it is empty actually. So we have to fill those, right, basically. So how would we fill the content? Like how would we load the content here? Okay, so over here, as we are doing on the web based cloud console, over here this terminal is basically of web. So we are using the Google Cloud Console. So what we need to do is, we need to kind of get this data pushed into our Git repository, so that there is a direct connection from GitHub to Google Cloud Platform. So what we will be doing is, this code we will be copying and we would be pushing our code on our Git repository over here. I have already done it. What you need to do is, just you need to create a new repository, and then you need to push all this code into the Git repository. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, you need to push all this code into your Git repository, which is over here. Fine. So once that is done, you need to copy the URL of the above Git repository where you just updated or where you just pushed your code. You just copy the URL of the repository and come over here and just type in git clone and then paste the repository and paste the URL. So if you do it, it will clone everything. Okay, so now if you type in dir, you will get car accessibility GCP. That is nothing but the folder which it cloned. So we need to go into that folder. So cd and press tab. So what I did is, I did cd car, and then after writing some letters, press tab. It will auto complete. So press enter. So you are into that tab now. Now if you press dir, so you will get all the requirements like app.yaml, car data, model building, requirements txt, and templates. Yeah. So the new file over here is this YAML file, which it's very important for setting up the Google Cloud Console. So this app is saying that the entry point for this app is this port. Okay, this is a Linux command basically. So gunicorn-b port main app. And then environment is flex means flexible environment, runtime is Python, and runtime configuration is Python version 3 and 3 point above. So it will consider the latest Python version only, no worries about it. So this YAML file is very important in case of Google Cloud. So we need this file so that like in the Streamlit we had the app as a shell script file, right, shell.sh. So in the same manner we are having this in Google Cloud. So it is like an instruction to the Google Cloud that hey, you have to start your building from this app. Okay, so this YAML file is very important, don't forget this file. So after that YAML, so now if you want to look at or if you want to check at some of the code, what you need is you do this kind of thing like cat. If you just browse on this side, so we did these two steps, right? We cloned the repository and then we initialized we just directed ourselves to the repository. Like we directed ourselves using the cd command, and then we got the files over here by dir method. Now if you want to look at any of the app, what you can do is you can just type in the command what they are saying, that cat main.py. So if you do cat main.py, what will happen is it will showcase it will print the main file over here, like whatever whatever content is there in the file, it will print. Okay, so it's better to check out all the files. So I'll just type in YAML also. So yeah, it's the same file. Now I'll even check out the requirements file, whether or not I'm missing any requirements or not. I see that all the requirements are correct and I require this. So once you're satisfied with all your files, what you need to do is just click on this next, and now you need to create a virtual environment here. So just copy this command from here and then just paste it, and then just simply press enter. Don't try to change any name or anything. It will be little complicated if you do it. Just go with the flow what they are saying. Okay, just copy this and just paste it and just activate it. So you can see that the environment is has got activated here, hello world environment, which we created with the name hello world. Right, so now if I do dir over here, I'll get to know what all files are there in my directory structure, like app.yml, car.data, main.py and all. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to install all the requirements. So just copy the command which is present over here, pip install -r requirements.txt. Just copy that and paste it, and all the requirements will get installed. Okay, so yeah, all the requirements are getting installed, and I think so all the requirements are already installed in my case. In your case, there will be some progress bar which will be shown, and that's not a problem, that's all fine. So now what I need to do is I need to run the file once to check whether it is working fine or not. So python main.py, if I run this, so I get a dummy server over here. So if I just click on it, yeah, so I'm getting the same which we saw on our local host as well. So just click on this predict button and you'll get to know what is the thing. Yeah, it is predicting accurately, and we can see all over exploratory data analysis part also. So yeah, this is working fine on the local system, sorry, local cloud shell. Okay, so once everything is done, what we need to do is go to next, and then it's the time to kind of deploy it. Okay, so this is the last step which you have to follow from here. So the last step is don't do this gcloud app create. Just directly type in gcloud, or it's better you can also type in this gcloud app create. Just click on this and just paste it. Yeah, please enter the number of the choice in which you want to put your service into. So I will be keeping some anything you can keep. Actually, these are all the server data centers locations, so you can keep anything. So I will be keeping, let's say I would be keeping North America Northeast 15. Okay, you can keep anything, it's not a problem. So this will create the application, as you can see, creating app engine application in project. Yeah, so now over here they are saying that your thing is done. So now please use gcloud app deploy to deploy your first app. So over here also, whatever the command they are saying from here, just copy that and then just paste it here, and this is the last phase. So the deployment will take a little bit time, it will take some 5 minutes or so. So after this you will be getting an URL. See, after the deployment of this, you will be getting an interface like this only. Okay, you will be getting an interface like this after the deployment. You can easily figure it out that the deployment has been done. So once the deployment has been done, what you need to do is you need to go to this ID which they are given here. So just click on this ID, click open link on new tab. Now it will show an error because we have not pushed our files yet onto the server. So once everything is done, okay, once you execute this Google Cloud deploy app, Google Cloud app deploy function, command, everything will take a little bit time of 5 to 10 minutes basically, and then once everything is been done, you will get an interface like this. You will get an interface something like this. Okay, this at the end it will be showing that the app is perfectly been deployed on so and so server. So after that, you can just click on this URL, you can just refresh it. Once this command is successfully executed, after that you come here and just refresh it. So from where will you get the URL? The URL is from here only. Okay, so I'm just executing this. It will take a little bit time of 5 to 10 minutes. As you can see over here, descriptor, this is this descriptor Flask car app, and you are having the URL also, target URL, that is https flask car app nn.r.appspot.com. This and this is almost the same only. Okay, that be no issues, because over here these people only are saying congratulations, your app has been deployed. The default URL of your app is a subdomain on Spot, which is something like this. Okay, so just press Y and let the entire thing get executed. So this is all about the deployment on Google Cloud. At the end you will get an interface like this only, but the thing is the URL will be different. That's it, nothing more than that. It will take a lot of time to deploy. So I hope everything makes sense. If you want to maintain the app, you can click on next, and you can follow these procedures over here, what they are saying, and you can figure it out on yourself. After this, it's self-explanatory basically. Once this gets executed completely, or it gets executed successfully, just click on this and you will be redirected to this page, and then you will get an interface like this only. So I hope everything makes sense, and do practice a lot on Google Cloud, and do practice and deploy many more applications as such. Thank you.